to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Cowboys will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Second down, he'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Oklahoma State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this quarterback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Swings it out to his running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. That's caught. It's Smith. At the 35, he's open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and he's got a first down. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he runs it in for the score. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. A quick pass to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Off play action. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Pulls it in on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he's still running after the move. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Blue Devils have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They think there's room to run to the right here. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. They've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second?
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult...
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The RPO, it's complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. He's got an open man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. It is deafening in here. The panel people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowboys. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got him in the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. He's got the back in the middle. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Grab near the marker. It's awesome. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Blue Devils have it with a first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum.
Snags it on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with the completion.
Makes the grab. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's going to take off. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking downfield on first down. Got a little space. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Cowboys will hustle to the line. I like this taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Running into the open space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The sure hands, it's Smith. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Warhawks have opened up this lead, and with that defense playing with some extra motivation right now, points could be hard to come by the rest of the way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to ULM. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Oh, they're after him. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Speeding down the left side. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Duke.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Hey Ben, how you doing?
Looking to throw on first down. Works the middle. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football.
Yeah, it's the only camera angle that I play on. It's because you can see the whole field, and so if you can see the whole field, you can read the whole defense pre-snap. The other ones, you have to bring up the coach camera to do it, and I can't stand making that extra step, so I just put it on the wide camera angle, all 22.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got the tight end outside. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter.
There's some videos out there on how to do it on YouTube, and a lot of it has to do with counting safeties. So if you got one high safety, a lot of the times you either got a man look, like a cover 0 or a cover 1. It also could be a cover 3. The more you start reading the defenses, the more you're going to run into things like shells, defensive shells. So there's a lot to do, different. There's a lot that goes into reading your defense, pre-snap and post-snap. There's just a lot to it, but you'll figure it out.
So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry up. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his second catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
And it's so hard to play defense.
Yeah, just start taking note of the plays you like on coach suggestions. And it's more about reading defenses than anything, you know what I'm saying?
Making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads. So
Always got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The hand to the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Defense out of sorts, and the head coach will use a timeout here. Quarterback making adjustments. Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt is on its way. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared.
No, I do that. I do that myself early on, especially if it's a guy that I want. But I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? 10 points usually gets them, but like that 3-star quarterback, I wanted to get that out of the way, so I sent the house on him just so I can get him to commit, and so I can free up hours.
Welcome to Mount Pleasant, Michigan, and the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, and it looks as if we are due for a full house as we have a terrific game in store. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cowboys will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Central Michigan's offense has the ball first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Quickly complete. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. In motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Chippewas headed quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him in the flat. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Up-tempo for the offense. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Central Michigan. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oklahoma State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Cowboys are marching down the field. He wants to change this route. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Cowboys want to move quickly. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. It's complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Card in the backfield. It's Parkinson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. To throw, it's Hawkins. Plucks it out of the air. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's locked. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Chippewas want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The offense in hurry-up mode.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Out of the shotgun on third down. With the catch, it's Luck. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's...
He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Chips!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The running back has it. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Central Michigan.
The Cowboys had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it. Into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. And the returner will be brought down. Set Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Chippewas line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch around the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the handoff. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Cowboys in the hurry up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got his man quickly. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Chippewas will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Unloads to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The give from the gun. Shakes off the defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but...
Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Cowboys are in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
That last completion has him set up, second and short.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Just keeps slinging it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. It'll be a run on third and short. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Chippewas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it. But play one, they put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up second down.
Off the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year. The football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The give to the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Chippewas moving quickly to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up second down.
They go to the ground. Hard-hitting tackle. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Hawkins. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is the a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Central Michigan, 28. Oklahoma State, 24.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
No gain.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Cowboys come to the line in the hurry up. Makes the grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Finds a man on the left. Off and running. Touchdown, Chips. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Central Michigan, 35.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Got his man. Headed to the end zone. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. A first down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
A really good play by this defense. Seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Slams it ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. The Chippewas buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one.
What a massive play by the defense. Tight game. They're just hoping to get the football back in good field position, but instead, you create the safety, and now you've taken the lead.
shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. The Cowboys will boot it away to start the game. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Spartans offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The Spartans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He'll field the punt and look for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will get the ball for the first time. And greeting them is a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar from...
There he goes! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Got it in the middle, it's Anger. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Clark. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Got a man, it's Anger. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. Hauls it in. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's incomplete, and will change into the field now. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First play of the period will be a second down. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Dropping back, it's Clark. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game
could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds the tight end. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Clark. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had him. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Cowboys will hustle to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. He's done a really good job.
Hi, how you doing?
He's human. He finally missed.
Red pass, it's complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Keeps it himself and gets the 1st. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st.
Pretty good. Just hanging out, playing some college football. How about yourself? How's your Sunday going?
The Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here.
Oh, yes, definitely going to watch it.
the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing.
The Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a man.
Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Cowboys come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll leave it with him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Cowboys have their offense in high gear. They're going to ride this running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I've been playing for a while. See, the first game I played was called NCAA Football 2001 or 2002. So I've been playing this game for a long time, and I do not know what the score will be for the Super Bowl, and probably, thank you, I appreciate the sub. If I had to guess, I would say probably the Seahawks because their defense is good, but we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of either team. I don't really watch much NFL football. I watch a lot of college football. So for me, I have no clue what the score will be, but I think probably the Seahawks. Usually the team with the better defense usually wins the Super Bowl. So I would figure if I had to bet on it, I don't know, I would probably say the Seahawks.
Today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 10 to Purdue. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Clark. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now,
yeah, that's usually the case. You know, usually for any team, really. I mean, it's usually the defense that wins, and I mean, the offense has to score, but if you have a really good defense, it is what it is, usually wins.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on. There he goes. Makes it past the marker. the Cowboys just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him tote.
Oh, a lot of space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too. Get another touchdown.
Oh, it's alright. It's just one of those plays. If you don't get good pressure on that defense that I'm running right there, if your blitz doesn't come in, you're going to get beat over the top. So I'm actually surprised they've only beat me once over the top today with that. But the defensive line's playing pretty good today. Last game they didn't play very good, but it is what it is. Gotta take a loss every once in a while.
Strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose.
Oh, let me see. Just a second. Widen this up a little bit. Because if you had to pick a quarterback in the Super Bowl, would it be Sam Darnold or Drake May? Oh, I'll be honest with you, I'm not. I mean, probably Sam Darnold. If I had to pick one or the other, I'd say Sam Darnold.
The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th.
Like I said, I'm not a fan of either team, you know what I mean? So I know that I don't think either one of them are like superstars, you know, but who's going to have a better game? Probably Darnold, I would think.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State.
Oh, yeah, probably has more experience. Plus, you know, I'm not real familiar with the Patriots this year, but I mean, all people talk about is the Seahawks defense, so I'm assuming that Mays is probably going to have a lot more difficult of a time playing against a really good defense than Darnold will. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's the NFL, you know what I mean? So everybody in the NFL is good, and they're in the NFL for a reason. So kind of one of those things that defenses usually dominate everything in the NFL, other than a few teams that are more offensive teams. But I would say, like I said, if I had to guess, I would say Sam Darnold probably has an edge. I don't know who they've got at running back. Let me take a look here and see. Seahawks running back.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this
Sometimes it's more the running back than anything. Let's take a look. See if I can see the
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than
roster here.
you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be
Got
more
Wright.
aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball.
And the Cowboys
Don't
will
see a
try to put
lot.
one on the board on 1st and goal.
Probably, like I said, more than anything, it matters about running back, offensive line. Trying to see if I can just find the. Of course, I have to bring that 15,000 to get that.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Pistols firing.
Usually, who can take the pressure off the quarterback for the run game? Walker. Yeah, I mean, probably the Seahawks. Looks like their running backs are probably going to be more effective. Too bad I couldn't run the ball like this last game. If I could have ran the ball like this last game, I'd have been doing just fine. I probably would have won the game, but it is what it is.
Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And they did tack on the extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks.
Oh yeah, running verticals, a lot of different verticals and slant plays. Yep,
Unencumbered and get to the football.
definitely there. That's for sure.
Back, it's Clark. Completes it in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And more importantly, like I said, it's dominating the line of scrimmage, all that good stuff, running the football. So, let's look at what Philadelphia did last year in their game. Really, it was a lot of really good defense and making sure Barkley had the ball quite a bit, and then Jalen Hurts just kind of managed the game and did what he does best, just kind of pick them apart. When they give you the pass, take the pass. When they don't, run the ball, you know. Pretty simple formula, really, to win. But hey, Ben, sorry I didn't see your comment over there. It says, how do you upgrade your players? Like, how do you pick what you want to upgrade? Like wide receivers, I make sure they're fast and have good hands and good route running. Tight ends, I make sure they have good hands. Cornerbacks, I make sure that they have good man and zone coverage. So really, it just depends on what you're going for, Ben, as far as your team. Like I said, more importantly, it's about making sure that you have players that fit your system.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock?
I realize I just messed up my red zone percentage right there. I was in the red zone and took leads, but oh well. It is what it is. I've been beating ranked teams all year so far, but not ranked yet. I think probably because I lost to the Chippewas last game. kind of hoping to go undefeated this season, but that's all right. We're still 3-1. Let's take a look and see what our standings look like conference-wise. It should show. No, it's not going to show that. I'm trying to think of how we do this. I think we go conference. Trying to remember how I check my Are you going to do another game? Yep, we're going to play another game here right now. About to play Kansas.
Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jayhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Cowboys offense will start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Wants to throw again. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Got some room into the goal line. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Oh yeah, I just ran
We know a lot of offenses like
verticals,
to
which is
string
straight
10 plays going into
on the
games.
first
They
play right
practice
there.
it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will try to get something started with their first possession.
Oh, thank you.
And they are coming
Appreciate
off
that.
a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, And talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week.
It's a running room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Complete downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Oh yeah, sticking off.
And he'll just take a knee.
It's a pretty good play.
We'll start
Just gotta
at the
watch out
25.
because sometimes that safety will fool you and bait you into throwing to the double move.
Feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he...
Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop?
Breaks into the open. Powers through. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Still running at the 40. He's loose on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I love the execution on that play. Great
I don't
play
just run the
here,
same
just
thing
to
all the
give the
time. The
ball
other way.
carrier an opportunity in the second
Got to
round.
run the ball too,
And
establish
that
the run
play
game.
was
That helps your
make a guy
defense.
miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense is set him up.
Yeah, pretty good one. I'm pretty good at doing everything, so I try to make sure I do it all. Thank you.
We have the early makings of a quarterback guru. These stats will show you.
Last game my blitz was coming in good. This game it's not coming in so good, so had to switch it up to some coverage, and then like I said, we're trying to establish the run game. That helps the defense feeds off the run game, so
Give to the running
get
back.
some running going here and establish that.
His presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
If you can get the run game going and get them concerned about that, overloading the run opens up the pass, and also your defense will
Love to see this on offense.
feed off that as well.
Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. To the air on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no
Oh, they're covering the flats pretty good. I was actually looking for that on the first or second play there. Looking to throw it to the flat, but they're covering that up pretty good, so I have to work the middle a little bit, run the ball a little bit, see if I can open up the flat. But some teams, they just pretty much dedicate everything to stopping everything short, so got to change that.
What goes down in this exciting college football matchup?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Got 3 on first down and
I'll show you what
2nd
I'm
and
talking
7.
about here. We'll see if the flat pass is open or not.
Looking to fire.
Oh, it's open a little bit. Open a little bit on that play, so they were dedicating more to stop the middle
And the Cowboys
pass right there.
on another play. They
They pretty much stuffed the flat on that play.
To give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here comes
It's
the
like they're
read.
dedicating more to stop the
Looking to throw on
flat.
first down.
So we'll come over here and do this.
He's got it and still on his feet.
Change it.
And he murders into the end zone.
Oh yeah.
Firing touchdown.
Yeah, it's turning into a pick fest now.
These guys are really
It's just one of those things, like I said, gotta change your defense sometimes. You can't just keep on
They split the uprights on the extra.
running the same thing. They have some good wide receivers on the outside that are fast, so
Receiver's on fire. He's got
it's one of those type of things. Change the defense, go into coverage, and make them do something other than try to throw the ball deep,
And he'll just take him
which
into
they
this
cannot do.
start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Pulls and throws off the RPO. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown.
Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Connection to the right. Touchdown, Kansas. And they take it in for 6 more points.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive.
Oh, awesome. Happy birthday. How old are you?
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
He's going to run it. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football.
Oh, I tried to slide. It didn't let me slide. It's so annoying. Can't stand that when that happens. That is like the most annoying thing on the planet.
Quarterbacks that want to make plays,
Oh.
make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through.
And it
them.
does not give you the
Go
slide.
around you, dive, and make sure you got that thing
So
locked up.
freaking
He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
See,
To the air on 2nd down.
nope.
And they wanted it all.
Nope.
That incomplete
Not if
pass.
I'm not
Instead,
jamming
they're
it.
looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to
Not
figure
now.
out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They get to him
Yeah,
as he
holding.
throws. He's brought down, but there's a flag.
Yeah,
on the field. Let's
streaks.
see what the call
Yep.
is.
4th and 3. Better
A
accept that.
solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught.
Better
This
accept
penalty will
that.
back
Try to
them up.
take them out of field goal
Running
range.
out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Gives it on the option. They'll
Nope.
knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just take it to the half. It's fine. No big deal. Hope for my birthday I get college football 26. It should be pretty cheap by now. I haven't checked what it is in the store, but should be able to buy it at GameStop, a physical copy for real cheap used right now. Right? Probably like $20 or something.
Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take the deep shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time he's got his man. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that.
Turning it on. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something pop.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiver.
I'll look and see if I even have it. I usually run stick and knock because it gives me 3 deep versus 1 deep. You know what I mean? When you have a too high safety look over there and it's a man coverage, the deep ball's not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? You got to look for looks like this right here. So you see the Tampa 2? I got 2 high safeties and then 2 down in the Clyde flat. And stick will work pretty well on that.
He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening. And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long. Back's going for the goal line. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kansas 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Right on the money. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Jayhawks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the outside. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throwing right. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Jayhawks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawks.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone.
Actually, that's the reason why I don't do 5-minute quarters, is because scores tend to get pretty ridiculous. I've scored 170-something points at one time. It's pretty crazy. It's just extremely excessive, and nobody wants to watch somebody score 170 points. I think it was 177 points or something. It was pretty wild.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Cowboys in the hurry up. They'll go right back to him. Got a lot of room to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Once he got some room, it was over. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here about. To 4-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Louisiana Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ruston for some time.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll operate out of split backs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Fires left. It's caught. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Runs through a tackle. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Motion from the back. Gonna look downfield again. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Gets it out quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he throws another interception. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Alright, y'all, I appreciate you stopping in and checking out the stream. We're going to do some improvements to the team, probably do our recruiting, and then that'll be it for a little bit. We're going to get ready to watch the big NFL game coming up here pretty soon. So, appreciate y'all stopping in and checking out the stream. And we'll see you later on. Peace.
This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game
Hey, no problem. I was just gonna let everybody know that we're getting ready to end the stream. Gonna watch the NFL game here in a little bit, and we'll probably do some improvements and stuff like that on the team, and then that's gonna be it. We're not gonna play any more games until later on. So appreciate everybody stopping in and checking out the stream, and we will see y'all. Probably probably be after the NFL game today. So thank you for stopping in and checking it out. That is awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Sounds like you got some awesome parents. What kind of dog did you get? Awesome. Hey, German Shepherds are really good dogs. Oh, definitely. Oh yeah, both are very good dogs. I mean, of course, the German Shepherd's probably a lot better guard dog than the Golden Retriever, but probably just depends on how you train them. Both are very smart dogs. So sounds like you got some very nice parents over there. Oh, that's awesome. Heck yeah. Pets are always good to have around. Cats and dogs, either way. You know what I mean? So, all right. I appreciate y'all stopping in and checking out the stream. If you guys play the game and you ever have any questions, let me know. That's what I'm here to do. Is I'm here to help you guys out, learn about the game and all that good stuff. And Ben, I appreciate you stopping in and over there on TikTok and checking out the stream as always. So next time, yep, we'll be back on here in a little while. We'll see which dynasty we'll be on. Probably the Oklahoma State dynasty, but we'll see if the Navy dynasty has advanced any. I'll check it real quick and see if we're going to be playing on that one or not. Most likely, it'll be the Oklahoma State, so we can make our run at the national championship. But let me take a look here real quick. See where we're at here. Looks like we probably have not advanced here. I don't know if we will this week or not. It may be, yeah, it may be later on today that we advance. I don't know. We'll see what happens there, but probably be Oklahoma State. But yep, appreciate y'all checking it out, and we will see y'all here, like I said, after this NFL game. So thanks. Peace.